everyone. It's your girl Trinice from American Idol, and I am encouraging you to tune into the Michael Finkley Show on Roku TV and YouTube.
To see a brighter side, 'cause I've been working all my life just to make it, just to make it, just to make it. I've been working all my life just to make it.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. Thanks for joining us today. Y'all, can you believe it? This is the last show of the season. We are wrapping up season 2 and gearing up for season 3. Y'all, I cannot give thanks enough to everyone who has watched, who has supported, who has subscribed, who has gave feedback, advice, good or bad, right? You take it all in stride. I cannot thank you enough to all the guests that have been on and willingness to say, yes, I will tell my story on your platform, not even knowing who I am, but they saw my other shows, they saw what we stood for, and they said, yes. Even some saying that this is my first interview and I wanted to be with you. Amazing. So I can't thank you enough. Y'all rock. Thank you so much. You blew my mind this season. You really blew my mind with just some of the guests that were just been on. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to say that season 2 is better than season 1 or season 1 was better than season 2. I'm not going to say that because they were all great. They were all awesome in their own right. So thank you from the bottom of my heart here at the Michael Finkley Show. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I still get excited when people say, I want to be on, or they'll inbox me, or they'll text me, or they'll say, Finkley, I have somebody for you. It's just amazing. I'm truly humbled and honored. Thank you so much. And to help us celebrate our last show of the season, we're going back to season 1, and we're interviewing some of those persons that you may remember, like Jamal Stroud and Marlo Prioleau and Aldermen Matthews. So their interviews to come, and what they've been up to. We'll be right back. Coming up, we have Marlo Prioleau. Back in a moment.
Hey everybody, my name is Aldermen Vernon R. Matthews Jr. I just wrote a new book called Family Ties, and I also want to say a special shout out to one of the kids that I mentored and has got his own TV show on Roku, Michael Finkley, and this is 100th episode. So if you guys want to really hear about this book and see what's going on, check out Mike Finkley on The Finkley Show.
She is flexible and she is a multitasker. She is a wife, a mom. She is city councilwoman.
When I was growing up, Mom worked outside the house, and so my dad was an entrepreneur. I saw him leaving early in the morning or late at nights to go meet with clients, and he was always one who told me, if you show up on time, you're late.
I just admire how she's able to not only juggle the demands of her jobs, but keep her family really first.
The outstanding thing about the Isaac family is their noble contributions to improving the quality of life for our Colombians and people all over this state.
I, Tamika Isaac, do solemnly swear.
Discharge the duties thereof, so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations and best wishes.
I first ran because I saw a need, I saw a void that needed to be filled, a voice that wasn't there. And over the last several years, I feel like I've been able to be that voice.
So often as women in whatever spaces that we're in, we are often discounted because we're a mom or we're a wife or we have this career, and she's an everyday woman who shows women what excellence looks like.
She has walked the walk of being a small business person, of being a parent, of sending her kids to school.
Columbia is a great place, and we have done a lot in the last few years as far as law enforcement. But law enforcement can't do everything, nor should it do everything. we have to really expand upon the tools, technology, and community policing, investing in our communities so that law enforcement is a partner with our communities. Being a Columbia native, I've seen the way this city has grown. It's grown to the point that sometimes not everybody's been a part of that growth. I want to make sure that communities, specifically communities of color, make sure that they are part of Columbia's present and its future. I want to have a climate plan for this city that not only helps us be sustainable, but also helps provide opportunities for folks in the workforce. There are so many opportunities to take advantage of technology, green energy. I want to be the advocate for growing our city and being on the forefront, not just looking at what other cities are doing and following them, but being the leader.
If you don't have the right leadership, you're going to miss a lot of opportunities.
I think having a woman as mayor of the city of Columbia is long overdue.
I'm Tamika Isaac Devine, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Columbia.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Y'all, I am having a blast just going back and reminiscing and bringing some persons on from season 1. Y'all may remember my next guest. He was on our show back in June 1st of 2020. Y'all, he's none other than Marlo Prioleau. Marlo,
hey.
Thank you for being with us.
Hey, it's good to be back. Good to be back. Glad to be here. Appreciate you.
Bro, it's almost been a year. June 1st of last year, you were on our show talking about that awesome college career readiness. Well,
Right.
What have you been up to, man?
Hey, you know what? Time flies when you're having fun. So,
Right.
First of all, congratulations on the 1 year, man. Incredible accomplishment.
Thank you.
Been watching all the progress, and I'm just happy to be here. But we have had just a dramatic, turn of events, organization-wise, which has been a good thing. We decided to do some rebranding, and we hit the ground running with a facelift, new face, new name, new logo.
Right.
Velocity Education is now, the name of the new group. And we are super excited, to be bringing educational products, as well as consulting and coaching and a couple of other things to the table. So it's been a pretty good year. It's been a wild year, with COVID-19, but it's been a very good year.
Cool beans. And so what are some of those products that you have under your new belt?
Yeah. So, when we first had our conversation, when we really were talking more so around my book, which is titled I Ain't Going to College, A Guide to Life After High School. I used to hear a lot of students say, I ain't going to college, bro. I don't know if that's for me. And maybe, it's not really my thing. I'm not really college material. And, I said a lot of those same things years ago, when I was a junior and senior in high school. So we put the book together to dispel all those rumors and to really talk about the education, the importance of education, and why educating yourself beyond high school is important. So as the year transpired and COVID really came in and, took a hold on society, I wanted to keep pace with the trend, keep pace with what was going on. So we took the book and we transitioned the book into the Prioleau Educational Institute, which houses our online courses. So right now we have one class online, which is called Preparing for Life After High School. Super excited. We've got a lot of community partners that we've been working with out in the community across the Southeast, as well as in the nation. So we went digital, we went virtual, we went viral, and our students are now able to log in. They can read the material, they can take tests, they can answer quizzes, they can answer their questions and do everything in an online format. So for COVID, it was perfect because we're not able to get out, go into the school system, stand in front of students and talk like we used to. So this method has really worked out well. And, we're planning on adding additional courses and stuff in the near future.
So Marlo, you mentioned your institute, and for our regular viewers that have been watching us more often than others, they see the commercial on our platform that we've been airing now for months. So thank you so much in supporting us in that endeavor. Absolutely. So with your institute, what kind of success have you seen?
You know what? That's a great question because we do have about 4 different data points that we've actually collected over time. The university has seen a little bit over 100 students, and we've got, quite a few more slated to start in the fall. But the 4 indicators, the 4 things that we really want to measure, we want to measure college awareness, which we've seen huge increases, dropout prevention, which we've seen huge increases, college readiness, and then my personal favorite, which is motivation. Of most of, I would say of 100% of the students that we surveyed, 97% of the students said that they were more motivated to do well in school, not only the current year, but in the upcoming year. So we're real excited, about those numbers. It was great data, that we were able to capture from the online course itself.
Amazing work. Because again, more than ever, especially during this pandemic, students need this type of motivation. They need to be focused and be successful in their own right and their own truth for their own success in college and career readiness. So why is your program the key for us in this day and time when it comes to these concepts of education?
You know what? That is a great question, because the reason we feel like here at Velocity Education Group that this curriculum in particular is the key, because it's honest, it's real, it's educational, and it's motivational. There's thousands of seminars, all types of books that talk about the hard skills approach, of college prep and college readiness, which is take the SAT here, study hard here, get this GPA here. Those are what we call hard skills. But one of the things that we focus on throughout this curriculum is the soft skills approach. What about understanding time management? What about understanding decision making? What about understanding negativity? Knowing when you're in the wrong situation or when you're in the right situation versus the wrong situation. So what we did was we took a soft skills approach to college prep. Then we wrapped the SEL model around that. And then that's how we created the curriculum. So we feel like it's extra special. We're speaking to the students in a language that they can understand. It's inspirational, and it's motivational. And it's just a good story, about a young man, who grew up rough and tumble, but he's trying to make the decision on what am I going to do with my life after high school? What direction am I going to go? What path am I going to take? So, when you combine all those different elements, we feel like that's what sets us apart in the marketplace.
Amazing. Again, y'all, it's key. The key right here is in front of you. And so, as we said before, when it comes down to COVID-19, our students are in a panic, along with many adults as well. So what keys and tips can you give our students and parents, even parents watching, about their college and career endeavors?
Yeah. One thing I want to touch on, there's a term floating around out there called loss of learning, right? Loss of learning occurs basically when a student has not done something for a particular amount of time or a particular time frame. They begin to lose the learning. It starts to go away. So we feel like here at Velocity Education Group, college readiness and college and career prep is one of those things that we don't want to lose, because I feel like that's one thing that might be on the very forefront, because as we're in COVID and everybody's learning virtual, students are going to get core, they're going to get English, math, science, social studies. They may even be getting, the Spanish and the extracurricular activities, but we cannot have loss of learning when it comes down to college and career readiness.
Exactly.
Again, that is where our curriculum, is going to come into play. So let's not lose that piece of it, because as students head towards graduation, that's still important. Life after high school, still important, still a key factor, whether we're in COVID or not, whether in the virtual space or not. So we want to keep those things, keep those topics, and FAFSA and financial aid, college readiness, understanding all the different things that go with that. We want to keep those things on the forefront. So, my number one tip to parents right now, during COVID-19 would be, don't let your students, fall victim to loss of learning to the soft skills. Core, they're always going to get the core, but don't forget about the soft skills. like college readiness, college preparedness, and things of that nature.
I love it. I couldn't say it better than myself. I could not have. I love that. One more time, Marlo Prioleau, please tell us how they can find you on social media, and also, too, how can they purchase your book?
Hey, the book is available at velocityeducationgroup.com. You can join us in the online course also at velocityeducationgroup.com. And you can follow me on all the social media platforms, Instagram, Velocity_Education Group, Facebook, Velocity Education Group, as well as Twitter, Velocity Education Group.
All right. All things educational. Y'all, is Marlo Prioleau. Thank you for being with us today.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Back in a moment. Next, we have Aldermen Vernon R. Matthews. Back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Thomas Anthony Jones. You might know me from Good Trouble or This Is Us. I encourage you to watch The Michael Finkley Show on Roku TV and on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe.
Looking for a mentoring program for your young male between the age of 6 and 18 in Columbia, South Carolina? Well, look no further. Big Homie, Little Homie Mentoring Program is the program for you. Under the leadership of Mr. Jamal Stroud, Big Homie, Little Homie is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that caters and mentors at-risk youth that come from single-parent homes. The organization caters to young males between the ages of 6 and 18 within the greater Columbia area. The organization is devoted to shaping and molding their life into great men of society. Big Homie, Little Homie organizes male gatherings, discussions, and even educational assistance devoted to guiding and leading them into a positive light. Making a positive attitude will help in transforming their life regardless of what is experienced in life. For more information on Big Homie, Little Homie Mentoring Program, visit our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Y'all, I have to give it up for this awesome young man sitting beside me, my dear mentor, Aldermen Vernon R. Matthews. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I can't complain.
No reason to.
It's been a long road, and I'm proud of you, man. Proud of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Y'all, behind the scenes, texting, talking, encouraging. I tell you, he's been there, and I definitely appreciate him. But we met back in last fall, but the show that you were a part of was September 2nd, 2020.
Yeah.
Now, what has happened since the last time our viewers saw you?
Well, I won my election, so that's good. Been doing what I've been doing in the community, fighting for the less fortunate. As you can see in the backdrop, that's one of the buildings that I'm actually fighting to have torn down. Building's been like this for about maybe 7-8 years now, and it's a big thing to do with housing and stuff. So it's getting to run around, but it's an eyesore, and I have it there for a reason to remind me of why I am out here doing what I'm doing.
Gotcha. And when did this fight begin for you with the photo behind you?
I actually, the first time I ever ran for office, this was one of the buildings that we used for an ad roughly about 7 years ago. And it's just been sticking out, and it happens to be in my district. So of course I'm going to keep fighting to have the building either torn down, redone, or something. Actually, the whole property is for sale, but I would love to see some Black investors come in to re-gentrify the community, instead of it being gentrified and going another direction,
Gotcha. So what else can the awesome people in your district there in Connecticut expect from you this term from you?
Well, the same old same, the jive talk or whatever, but I'm gonna be there and fight for them. I'm running rarities. Everybody hears, oh, he's a black Republican. Oh, he's against us. No, I'm the one that is like the total opposite. I'm fighting for everyone. And it's weird because like in the district that I'm in, I'm the only Republican that sits in the district for my community. And the other two Dems are like, I basically says the roles are reversed. It's like, they don't care, I care. So it's just funny how things change, but I'm there to fight for my community, and I'll always be there to fight for them.
Gotcha. Now, I think I asked this last time we spoke, but I want to reiterate. So you are a Republican. So
yeah.
Do persons automatically put you with the ideals and beliefs that our former president has?
Yes, they do, and I laugh at it because I let them know I'm this because I'm fourth generation. So it's been instilled in me, and it's about community, business, and protecting family values. It's not about the show that we just saw for the last 4 years.
Right.
The reality show that we saw for the last 4 years, and people think because you have the R next to you that's how your mentality and the way you think, but this really isn't. It's just simple mathematics. If you're there to serve your community, you're there to serve your community, regardless of what party affiliation that you're with. You're there to serve. And I look at it this way. I don't look at color, race, creed, religion. When I get that phone call at 3:00 in the morning, the water main is broke, or loud music, I don't ask, well, are you Democrat? Are you Republican? No, I'm asking, where's the problem so I can come and check it out. And that's the key to being a successful public servant. Because remember, I always told you, I'm not a politician. I'm a public servant, because a politician do whatever they can to get in office. That's not me.
Major difference. Major difference. And so after your term is up, will you run again?
Yeah, I probably would do it one more, maybe two more times. It depends. Right now, I'm happy with what I'm doing. The family's happy with what I'm doing. So, once you look at it, once it starts getting boring, or it's like you don't see the rewards behind it, that's when it's time for you to walk away.
Gotcha. So I must ask this as well. With everything that's going on, we had the trial, we still have injustice happening, all these kind of different things. What is your take about what's happening in the world we live in today, especially when it comes to race?
To me, it's a darn shame that we hit this a whole new millennium, a whole new decade that we just started last year. And we're still seeing stuff that people were fighting for in the 50s and 60s of the last millennium. And, it's a shame that we as Black men can't get in our vehicle, can't express ourselves without the fear of getting pulled over, and you make the wrong movement and it's your butt. We went to school. We are intelligent. We know how to speak. But when they walk up to us, we're just like every Joe criminal that they see or they get picked on TV. That's what we are. And that's not what we're made of. We're made of, blood. We're made of sweat. We're made of tears. We're made of emotions. And, the one thing I've always said is when anything happens, they always come to the Black community to pray, to keep them together. But when something happens to us, they turn their backs on us or tell us to get over it. How can you get over something that you're not accepting that it is true?
Exactly.
And two, it's like when you decide to say, yeah, but you know what, you guys can go on about your business, because that was years ago. It's not years ago when you're still doing it today.
Exactly.
When you walk into the store and you're followed by store security, when you're getting in your vehicle and the person next to you has a car worse than yours, but they're locking your door. So it's
I always say there's something that's learned and that's something that's taught. Because, like I told you, I'm in mental health field. One of the things, the first thing the majority of the clients learn is the N word, and they know the difference. They know the difference between a white person and a black person. I've been called that many a time, and don't know their name to say, don't know how to write their name, but they can call you one of them in a minute.
That's crazy.
It is. It is crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. And that what you were saying about the police, it took me back a few days ago actually. And the neighborhood I live in is predominantly white. And
Yeah.
so it was at night, and this police officer on duty was at his post, and all these cars passed by. And when I passed by, immediately got behind me, was on my bumper. I know that they were checking my plates, all this kind of good stuff. I was going the speed limit, had my seatbelt on, and like maybe 4 or 5 minutes later, they veered off.
Yeah.
So I know that if things were not in order for me, that could have ended a different way. And if I would act out of order, I might have been on CNN. I might have been the next protest,
I tell you, I've seen it firsthand myself, being an elected official. I've had it happen to me. And then I would joke it on Facebook and be like, well, I felt great that, the police gave me an escort all the way to my house because, I must have been doing something wrong. And literally, I've had officers, when I'm backing in my driveway, they're going past the house to make sure that's the house that I'm going to. So, but we need to get over it. That's not real. All this stuff.
Yes, it still happens every day.
All in your head, it's fake news.
Yeah. Whoa. So it doesn't matter your title, your position. It's going to happen. They see this, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what color your skin is, as long as you identify as Negro or African American, you're going to get pulled over.
Exactly. Oh, wow. So besides saving the world where you are and the community around you, you had the time to write this book. Tell us about it.
Well, the book is called Family Ties. It's a memoir of myself and my dad. It's politics and family. And it's pretty much my run just before he passed away, and like the talks that we would have leading up to the election, me winning the election, and I want to say maybe about 2 or 3 weeks after the getting sworn in, conversations about how things, this is what's going to go on or whatever, because remember, he was in politics as well. So it's blue, it's funny, it's sad, it's a mixture of a whole lot of emotions. And like I said, well, because you were one of the proofreaders. So that's all I have to say. And that means a lot that I actually was able to have you to proofread it, and you went crazy over it. So, the thing is now that it's out, it was released the 16th of this month, and it is available on Amazon. It's available through me. And whoever else wants to sell the book, it's available. I just want people to have something that they can put on their coffee table, because it is a coffee table read. You literally can read it in about an hour and a half, and you'll go and tell your best friend, tell your best friend, tell your best friend, and tell your cousin and them how great a book it is, because it's from the heart. It's something that everyone can relate to. And nowadays, even with the pandemic and everything coming out of it, us as Black men need to see something that a connection with another Black man with their father, and to show how family is, because we're not seeing that being depicted on TV anymore. Just before I got online with you today, I was watching old Cosby show on TV One and Different World, and my wife and myself, we always talk about, like, these were TV shows. Even when Martin was on, they would have an HBCU sweatshirt or t-shirt on. These children nowadays don't know what an HBCU is. If you say, are you going to PWI or are you going to HBCU? They're like, what's a PWI? Predominantly white institution. Are you going to a historically black college or university? And, you know, there's so many great people that have come across those stages and across those quads that were educated in a historically black college, and they don't get the notoriety what they should get. And that's another reason why the book was done too, to show the importance of the education and just life in general. You know, having a cool father that you can sit and talk about jazz or whatever, and you know, he didn't hold his tongue. You saw that.
Exactly.
I think it was like
exactly.
first
Like it
page in,
is.
first page in, the second page in. He said he's talking about how bad some deal was for blacks and minorities, and you know, he used a couple of blue words that some Christian folks won't understand.
Wee.
You know, so but that's what I've been doing.
Okay. Okay. So what's next? What are some things you're working on now that you are excited for in the future?
Well, I'm working on, I don't know if you would say part 2 to the book, or if it's actually going to be the full memoir. I'm working on that. Working on some stuff to be more to get more kids enthusiastic about going back to school, especially the ones that have made mistakes in life, and show them that, you know what, that's your past. Just don't let your past keep telling you what your future is going to be, because that's what they want you to know, is that your future is still your past, and it's not. Everyone has made a mistake or has done something that might not be right for society, but it was a time. And it's basically like when in church, everybody has a season. That was your season. Now it's time for you to get out of that season, move forward, and show that with progression, right people behind you, mentoring and doing different things like that, that you can be a better productive citizen. And, you know, hopefully somewhere down the line, after this 26 years of being a state employee, I'll be able to walk and say goodbye and just be able to relax and enjoy family, play golf and tennis, and do more of this, talk on TV shows,
right,
and do motivational speaking.
All right. All right, because I know you motivate me. Yo, he's good at it, y'all. I'm telling you, he's really good at it. Tell us one more time, how can they find you on social media, and how can they purchase that awesome book of yours?
Okay, so the book is called Family Ties, A Story of a Family and Politics. It's available on Amazon. You can also reach me through Facebook, Vernon R. Matthews Jr. Inbox me there. And forgot. Remember what we were supposed to do. So anyone that purchases the book via this show, Mike will come up with a code or something that you can use, so I know that you guys got it from the show, and I will donate a percentage of those sales to either his grad chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha or whatever organization that he
wants. For the bros.
Take that mess off you.
It's coming for the bros.
Whatever organization he wants to give the money to help out during this time. It's something that I'm looking forward to doing with a lot of different people that I have done business with over the past year. I'm working with something with Roy Woods Jr. right now. Anthony Brown. It's amazing. It's 3 alphas that I'm doing something with. There's a couple of Qs, there's a couple of Kappas,
people,
and some Sigmas as well. So I just look forward to people getting the book, Googling me, looking at some of the stuff that I've done in my community, far as fighting for the unjust, the inequality of life, and also the deplorable conditions. That's why, like I said at the beginning of the interview, that's why that building is behind me as my scene, because This is what I look at every day, and that's what I want to change.
All right. And that code word is going to be Finkley. So that is in the information below as well in the description. It's going to be Finkley. All right. Thank you so much. Again, y'all, this is my mentor, y'all. Y'all, he's all of me.
Grow from someone that was nervous, didn't know what he was doing, to he's going to be the next Montel Jordan. Montel Williams. He may be the next. We call him the next Black Larry.
I'll take it. Big shoes. I'll take it. Thank you. We appreciate you for all that you do. Aldermen Williams, excuse me. I was thinking about good times. Alderman Matthews, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I appreciate being on.
Yes, sir. Back in a moment. Coming up, we chat with Jamal Stroud. Don't you go away. We'll be right back.
What's up, y'all? I'm Leon Frierson, former cast member from Nickelodeon's All That and co-host of the Prime Nostalgia podcast. And I'm here to ask you to join me in watching the Michael Finkley Show weekly on YouTube. Now, I've been on the show, so I definitely know it's a platform where you'll be educated, informed, and inspired. Now, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on YouTube.
I'm just not college material. I am tired of school. I'm just not sure what I want to do after graduation. Sound familiar? Welcome to the Prioleau Educational Institute. Our focus is to help young people prepare for life after high school. It's never too early to start planting the seed for education, career, and life overall. The Prioleau Educational Institute is made up of the following two products. The first product is the book titled I Ain't Going to College, A Guide for Life After High School. This is the first book of a series that introduces middle and high school students to a young man struggling to find his way and make the decision about whether attending college is the right choice for him or not. The book has questions inside, and a supplemental curriculum can also be purchased. The newest product from the Prioleau Educational Institute is our online course titled Preparing for Life After High School. In this course, students will learn about decision-making, self-confidence, accountability, self-awareness, and many other topics that speak to social-emotional learning. Young people will read a story about a young man who never gave up no matter what the circumstances were. The course is interactive and has questions, quizzes, and video. Do not wait until your child or student is a senior in high school to start planning. Enroll today. To enroll and learn more, please visit www.speakerauthormarlo.com.
Everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all seen this guest before. He is not new to our platform. Y'all, he is my dear brother, my dear friend. He is Jamal Stroud. Jamal, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, man. You see, I'm swagged up, man. I got the, let me make sure I get it right.
You got it. Oh, bro, just like the rest of them, I never take them off. Never take them off. Wow. Jamal, you have been doing some incredible things still since you left us. You were with us first back in May of last year, May 11th. And you were actually our first sit-down interview. And then you came back to us in July 13th of last year, where we talked about the state of Black America. Now, Jamal, what have you been up to since the last time we talked?
Man, it's been that long?
It's been that long, bro.
Jeez. Man, I've been all over the place. But like, first and foremost, thank you for this platform. I truly appreciate you. You've grown it. It's like it's just bubbling up organically. It's not forced. It's just beautiful the way you just getting connected and just throughout the community, throughout states, throughout everywhere. Like, this is truly amazing from the birth all the way into now. You're still not done growing. So I'm just sitting back, got my popcorn, just seeing it grow and grow and grow. Next thing you know, you got me on national TV, man.
Oh, Jamal, thank you. Thank you for the well wishes, bro. I appreciate it. You were there since the beginning, man. Since the beginning, and we appreciate you.
And you got it, man. But I've been on the Ellen DeGeneres show. I think they watched your show actually You know, you never know, man. It's crazy like that, man. So I really think they
Oh.
watch your show, watch your interview as well, too, man. So it's just like I said, thank you so much for allowing me to get my story out, on something that's, amazing, on your platform, quality. Everything is just perfect. So thank you so much for allowing me to, share my story with the world, giving me that platform, giving me that room to grow and talk about, everything. So thank you so much for making that happen, man. I appreciate you, man.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. And the most exciting part about this is that we are friends, we are brothers, and whatever I can do to assist you in that right, I got you. I know, but I haven't even questioned. You got me too.
Got you, man.
So
Come on, man.
it is what it is. It is what it is. So you was on the Ellen show. Like,
Yeah.
how did that go down? What happened?
Man, so it was so wild because I know some stuff they don't want me to discuss,
Mhm.
but it's basically I had got the phone call, the day before, like 2 days before, so it was like a Monday. They called me, say, "Hey, can you hop on a plane?" I'm like, no questions asked. I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm not gonna let this, go by and everything. So, went out there, had a quarantine for the few days and stuff. And then boom, the show happened. A lot of behind the scenes stuff. I can't say what happened on that part. That's off camera conversation. But it was truly amazing. Still mind blowing. When I watch the videos, I don't even watch the actual video. I just kind of skim through it and stuff, just to say like, dang, this was for real. This was for real. And many of times, me and you had a conversation like, hey, we need to get on this show. We need to make
Yep.
this happen. And I'm still pulling. I know we gonna go ahead and speak that into existence.
Oh yeah.
Oprah is gonna be there for you, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's just,
Well,
it makes, that's a no-brainer.
That's
So
it.
like so it's just truly amazing that, was on the show and just kind of a lot of times like I represent the whole entire organization. So
Right.
it's like you've been on the show, the kids been on the show, the parents been on the show. It's not just me, you
Mhm.
know, they just called me. That was the situation. But we repping for the entire Big Homie Little Homie mentoring program, putting Columbia, South Carolina on the map, or South Carolina in general on the map.
That's it.
It's just a great honor to do that. And like I said, a lot of people, I guess, if I be fully transparent, it,
Please.
you know, um, want to, I guess, boost my head up some.
Mhm.
But I always tell people it's not me. It's truly
It's
not
not
me
true.
at all. Because the time I start thinking like, oh, it's me, I'm doing
Mhm.
this, that's the time God gonna pull that whole rug from under me. It's gonna be coming down like a bad story. And I
Yeah.
always tell people, if it wasn't for God, putting me in certain situations, put me in front of certain people, connecting me. Me and you was on the stage at Allen University, the Allen University on
That's
stage.
it. That's it.
Doing, I forgot what we was doing, the freshman
Freshman
orientation.
orientation. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, say, yo, I want to get involved. And before that, I've been praying to God saying, hey, God, I got a program. I want, I want it to grow. But I was thinking starting big. I thought, okay, I'm starting out big, it's a
Mhm.
free program. Everybody's gonna get on. But no, definitely wasn't like that.
Yeah.
God told me in due time, and He's gonna bring those people to me. He's gonna bring them to me. And it's not about the quantity of how many people you have or how many people you serve, it's about the quality. So when I
Exactly.
got that understanding down pat, me and your crap paths cross paths more and more, and then he start pulling people and put me right in those right directions. 'Cause I always
That's it.
pray before I go to sleep, God, give me favor. That's give me favor, give me wisdom, and give me understandings. So with that being said, that favor, no man can take that away.
You
No
got that
matter
right.
what, no matter what hater, what type of devil, what type of level it is, nobody can stop that favor when God opened that door. Nobody can
Amen.
close it at all. No matter what it looks like, no matter how it happens, God's always gonna bust that door open.
Yeah.
So God just put me in these shoes, put me in that light, and then, like I said, it's not me, it's Him. He get all
Right.
of it. Like I said, the time
Exactly.
I start to take that shine, it's not me. It's all Him. So it's just truly amazing. And I hate to start, quote unquote preaching, but man,
Do it.
it's truly amazing because me and you talk, on a personal level, and foster care and everything. And I told you I went through those chapters and everything. I got my foster documents back, and it was heart wrenching. And it was like a cloud over me, like reading those, documents from the abuse, from the neglect, from the mental abuse, and all of these type of things. I was put in a boiling hot, scorching water as a child, as an infant, all of these things. So when I was reading it, literally tears was flowing from my eyes because I was reliving that trauma, opening up that fresh wound again. It's like a band-aid with trauma, and you rip that band-aid off and it start to bleed back again and open up that scab. And then I had to realize, and me and you talked about it, man, God put me in these situations just so other children can see something and see the light and say God is real. Other individuals can say God is real. Because many of times, if you look at that paperwork, you would just say, oh, he probably dead, he probably in jail, he probably ain't doing nothing in his life. But fast forward to 2021, April 26th, I'm on the Finkley show. Look at God, look how God makes it work, man. And it's truly amazing. Like he get all the favor because he put this testimony on me, but I'm gonna run with it and I'm gonna tell everybody about it. Because like I said, people say, yeah, God is real, but when you go through that storm,
Go through it.
he pull you out. That man, when he pull you out, and it's just like nobody can tell me God ain't real.
You got
Many
that
of
right.
times, we pray, you probably go to church, people make you go to church, but when you have that own personal experience and say, dang, God really did this, or he pulled me out of this, no man can pull you out of that. So that's just amazing, the glory and the favor that he has. And I'm just, so grateful for it. And it's like, I can't hide that, no matter what type of story I have, no matter where I go, I always got to put, hey, God did this, not me. Don't look at me like I'm a superhero. I'm just a vessel, but he put the people in my path. He put me on those steps. He put me in there, nothing from me, I can't take none of that favor, man. But like I said, none of those, none of that, but it's just truly amazing how, God works in mysterious ways, man. And like I said, none of those things would have happened. Our cross would have never passed. I would have never been on here. It's just everything happens for a reason. And those people that's watching this, you know, God has you. No matter how dark it is, no matter how dark it is, He got you. He got your hands on you. If you're able to see this, that means God has you right here. He ordered your steps to this video. He ordered your steps. And matter of fact, the fact that you could see it or the fact that you can hear it, that means He still got you. He still got His hands on you.
That's it.
So
you preaching it today, bro. You preaching it
man,
today.
I'm
That's
sorry, man.
it.
I had to let it out. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I
No,
know
don't you dare be sorry for that because it was in you. And someone needs to hear that. Someone definitely needs to hear that. And like you said before, Jamal, in reading about your childhood from the foster care, all in the paperwork, from your success to what you're doing with Big Home Little Homie. What's next? What's next for you?
man. For the program itself,
Mhm.
continue to grow and prosper and just kind of just expand as much as we can, whatever is in God's vision, not man's vision, because man to try to force you to go down this route, that route. So wherever God leads us, wherever God points us to, that's where we're gonna go. But on a statistical level, just kind of keep on reaching our youth, still being true to our craft, true to the people that we serve, those students or those young kids that do not have father figures, and just try to be that support system for them, and kind of letting them know like, hey, you're not alone. So that's on that side. But for our program wise, we just had our annual team retreat. Man, it was amazing. I couldn't ask for nothing else. It was simply beautiful. We had 37 teams. We had a 10-bedroom house. We had sessions in and out. We did some discipline as well too. They messed up or they talking out of turn. Everybody got push-ups. Hands of one, hands of all. So just building up that team membership and that team mentality, and also pulling out those leaders and those quiet leaders as well too.
They're in there.
Yeah, they're trying to sit back and say, "Oh no,"
Yeah.
but we know. So just basically just trying to pull out that positivity. So when they go back to those classrooms, they don't have to be that class clown. They could be that leader.
Right.
So negative situations is positive. So the first couple hours, was rough, but they got to it and stuff like that. So it was truly amazing, man. So I know we just did that. I know we have our annual sneaker ball coming up in July, so that's amazing. So fully, I'm gonna get tucks, cleaned and pressed, but I got to get some sneakers. So it's truly amazing. This is a great time for everybody to come out and show love to our children that's in the program, just to come out and support. And all proceeds go to, the improvement of Big Homie, Little Homie mentoring program, so we can continue to reach those youth and reach those people and everything like that as well too. So we got some things in the mix. Just, stay tuned. Go on our website, bighomie.org, or follow us on social media, on Facebook and Instagram as well. I got the logo in the back. I got the T-shirt on. I got the ribbons on, and I got the Finkley Show rubber band on. So I'm all out here, man.
I got mine, y'all. Gotta go get yours. I never take it off. Never take it off. You heard it here, y'all. My good dear friend and brother, Jamal Stroud. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Back in a moment.
What's up, everybody? This is Ryan Toby. You know me from Sister Act 2, Mr. Oh Happy Day, and the hit R&B group City High. I'm welcoming everybody to join and tune into the Michael Finkley Show on YouTube and also on the Greater Works Network on Roku TV. Don't forget to subscribe.
Calling all Trio, Gear Up, JAG, and other college readiness organizations. Hello everybody, it's Finkley with the Finkley Experience. I am here to offer you information about our College Readiness Cohort Series. This College Readiness Series includes college applications, SAT, ACT prep, scholarships, financial aid, the mental mind state, HBCU versus PWI versus technical colleges, and so much more.
This is helpful because it's actually making me change my college plan.
Really? If interested, visit our website, thefinkleyexperience.com, or just email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com. We're looking forward to working with you. Welcome back. Y'all, it's good catching up with all three of these awesome men and what they've been up to and how they're keeping themselves busy since last year. Y'all, thank you. Thank you, Marlo. Thank you, Aldermen Matthews. Thank you, Jamal, for being with us. And again, sharing your stories. We're going to keep in touch. Definitely going to keep in touch. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michael Finkley Show. Ring that bell for notification. We'll send you an email saying, hey, new content's uploaded. For up-to-date information about what we do, please visit our website at michaelfinkley.com, and don't forget to listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Y'all, 50 shows later for season 2. This is it. It's not a goodbye, it's a see you later, because we're coming back in August for season 3 and coming back strong. So y'all enjoy your summer, have fun, go live, all right? Live your life. But in reason, all right, keep yourself safe and persons around you safe, still doing COVID, but live your life and have a blast. Y'all, we'll see you in season 3 of the Michael Finkley Show. Have a good one.